Good evening, students. Today, in this video, we will learn about plastids. Okay? Plastids are the organelles present only in plant cells. Okay? They are the organelles which are present in plant cells only. They are of three types. First is chromoplast, which is colored plastids. Leucoplast, white or colorless plastids. Chloroplast, green colored plastids. Okay. Now come to the structure of plastids. You can see external membrane, internal membrane. The outer membrane is known as external membrane. Then the inner membrane is known as internal membrane, and the space between external membrane and internal membrane is intermembrane space. Okay. Then you can see the picture. You can see the picture. The red circle, it looks like a bundle of coins. Okay. The red circle, which looks like a bundle of coin, it is the granum part of the plastids. In the granum part, light reaction takes place, means photosynthesis process takes place in the. So question can be asked that in which part of plastids the light reaction takes place. So you will write granum part. Okay, this red colored circle, the bundle known as granum, and in this light reaction takes place. Now you can see the yellow circle. In the yellow circle, blackish line is there, that is stroma. Okay, it is the part where the dark reaction takes place. You will learn the dark reaction in higher classes. Okay, in granum, light reaction takes place. In stroma, dark reaction takes place. Now come to the blue line. You can see the single coin-like structure. It is known as thylakoid, means the collection of bundle which is known as granum. The single unit is known as thylakoid, and you can see next to thylakoid, the outer membrane is known as thylakoid membrane, and the yellow portion inside the thylakoid, that space is known as lumen. Okay, then lamella, the base of granum. Okay, it divides the one granum to another granum. Okay, it provides a base also and divides the one collection of granum to another collection of granum. Okay, now you can see ribosomes are also there, DNA are also present. Okay, we will discuss this ribosomes and DNA later. Okay, now come to the chloroplast. Plastids containing the plastids containing the pigment chlorophyll are known as chloroplast. Okay, the green pigment, that is chlorophyll, is known as chloroplast. Okay, you know that chloroplasts are very important for photosynthesis in plants. Chloroplast also contain various green and yellow pigments in addition to the chlorophyll. Okay, and that yellow and green pigments known as carotene, that is CAROTENE. Okay, so chloroplast contains chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment which helps in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so it is having yellow or orange pigments also along with chlorophyll. So that yellow and orange pigment is known as carotene. Okay, so I have told you about the chromoplast, which gives color to the flowers and fruits, and leucoplast, which is a colorless plastid, and chloroplast contains chlorophyll. And about chloroplast I have told you. Now come to the leucoplast. Leucoplast are the organelles in which materials such as starch, oils and protein granules are stored. Means leucoplast is for storage. It is colorless plastids and it stores these materials. Okay, you can see they are of three types. Amyloplast. Amyloplasts are greatest among all three and they store and synthesize starch. Okay, example I have given you, potato. Okay, then proteinoplast, it helps in the storing the proteins that a plant needs and can be typically found in seeds. That is, pulses means the protein present in those materials, proteinoplast. Okay, then next one is elaioplast. It helps in storing fats and oils that are needed by the plant. An example I have given you, oil seeds. So these are the types of leucoplast. They store starch, fat, protein. Okay, so chromoplast, color, they give color to flowers and fruits. Chloroplast, they contain green pigment, that is chlorophyll. And leucoplast, colorless plastids, and they store fat, oil, proteins, starch. Okay, now in this picture I have told you that they have ribosome and DNA. So like mitochondria, they are having their ribosome and DNA both. So they are also known as self-autonomous organelle. Okay, they are having DNA and ribosomes, so they are also known as self-autonomous organelle. This is about the plastids. Okay, now there is a question which I have to discuss. The question is, how does the color of tomato change from green to red? Okay, so you know that plastids are of three types: leucoplast, chloroplast, chromoplast. Leuco means colorless or white, chloroplast means green, chromoplast means color. Okay, chroma means color, leuco means white and chloro means green. So one form of plastid can change into another. For example, leucoplast change into green plastids when they are exposed to light for a long period. Similarly, chloroplast can change into leucoplast in the continued absence of light. Okay, leucoplast can change into green plastids if they are exposed to light for long period. And chloroplast, similarly, chloroplast can change into leucoplast, means they can change into green into white or colorless if they are in the absence of light continuously. Okay, so similar changes takes place in chromoplast also. So in the young tomato fruit, the presence of leucoplast makes it to look whitish. After that, leucoplast change into chloroplast and you can see the color of tomato changes to green, which we say that it is not purely tomato, means अभी ये पका नहीं है, अभी ये कच्चा है. Okay, it is raw. Then after that, at maturity, chloroplast finally turn into chromoplast and the tomato becomes red in color. Okay, this was the question. Okay, now next is your vacuoles. Vacuoles are storage sacs for the solid or liquid contents. They are present in small size in animal and sometimes absent in animal and in large size in plant cell. Even they occupy 50 to 90% of the cell volume. You can see in this picture the bigger organelle is what? Vacuole. In plant cells, vacuole are full of turgidity and rigidity, means it provides turgidity and rigidity to the plant cell. Many important substances stored in vacuoles like amino acid, sugar, different organic acids and some proteins also. Okay? In single celled organisms like amoeba, the food vacuole contains the food items that the amoeba has consumed. Okay, when amoeba engulf the food, it is stored it into the food vacuole. Okay, and in some unicellular organisms, vacuoles also play an important role in expelling the excess water also and some waste from the cell also. Okay, means if there is excess water and there is a waste, they expel the water and waste from the cell through vacuoles. Okay, so this is about the plastids and vacuoles. Go through this video. If you have any doubt, you can clear your doubts. Okay, and one more thing, please listen all the videos clearly and seriously, and if you have any doubts, you please clear your doubts. Okay, thank you.